What does it mean to find solace in the simple acts of life? Picture this. A man, let's call him Dad, finishes his coffee in the morning, his mood sour and his patience worn thin. His sanctuary isn't a plush couch or the glow of a television screen. No, his haven lies in the heart of nature, where he can lose himself on the farm. Then Ian rolls in with joints in his ear, ready to steal some wood and making huge ruts in his golden pasture. Ian only seeks the rhythmic dance of cutting wood and the comforting haze of a smoked joint. There's a primal satisfaction found in the bite of a chainsaw through timber, a symphony of revving motor and crumbling bark that drowns the world's noise. Each piece of wood, each log split and stacked, is a testament to his labor, his contribution to the environment. It's a tangible, satisfying achievement, one that warms him twice, once in the cutting and once in the burning. The air is thick with the scent of ash, chainsaw dust, and the smoky whisper of a joint, a heady mix that soothes his troubled spirit. And there, nestled in the greenery, a can of beans simmers over an open fire, its humble contents a feast fit for a king when seasoned with the satisfaction of honest work, or as Ian would sum it, $95 livered. It's not yet noon, but a cold Budweiser sweats in his hand, the familiar label a beacon of well-earned relaxation. He's already cut a couple of cord of wood, a necessary task after Ian, his well-meaning but forgetful friend, failed to buy enough. As the day wears on, he finds his thoughts wandering to Tucker Carlson, a figure he sees as a hero of the world. It's an opinion that might not be popular, but in the solitude of the wilderness, it's one he can voice without fear of judgment. Meanwhile, Colin, a fellow cheese worker, trudges through his day in a cheese factory. Working with all the Corey and Trevors in SD&G, he dreams of retirement, of days spent in leisure rather than labor. Yet there's a certain charm to his work, a satisfaction found in the craft of shaping curds into blocks of cheese. Still, he can't help but grumble at the inflated prices, a stark contrast to the humble can of beans that Ian enjoys. After work, Colin finds his own solace, not in nature, but in the mechanical workings of a shopping cart. He fixes them up, restoring their squeaky wheels and wobbly handles, before selling them back to the mall. It's a small act of rebellion, a way to claim back a piece of the world that often feels out of his control. So what do we take from this? Life, with all its complexities, often takes us on a roller coaster ride of emotions, but there's comfort to be found in the simple acts. Whether it's cutting wood in the heart of nature, savoring a can of beans, working in a cheese factory, or restoring shopping carts. These are the moments that ground us, reminding us of the beauty in the mundane. Colin finds it in the craft of cheesemaking and the restoration of shopping carts, and Ian ripping a bong hit in the quiet of the woods. And while their methods differ, they both find peace in the act of creation, in contributing something tangible to the world. In the end, it's not about the grand gestures or the big milestones, but the small, seemingly insignificant moments that make up the fabric of our lives. So remember to find your own solace, your own sanctuary, in the simple acts of life.